I'm sorry to all who love Mario, but I think he's a bit of a prick. I don't mean the games are shit, I mean Mario 3 is one hell of a game. I just don't like the character that much. It's no wonder you can't get a plumber when you need one. This tatch-faced bellend is always trying to rescue a princess. Do your fucking job, you prick, and unblock my fucking shit out. Anyway, Mario Land on the Game Boy was another platform game out to impress. But does it? Let's have a little look. In 1989, Super Mario Land came to the Game Boy. This would be a launch and not a pack-in title like Tetris was. After huge popularity with Super Mario Bros. On the NES, Game Boy owners could now have the similar experience on the go. Although there aren't as many levels to get through, there's still plenty of fun to be had. Princess Daisy has been kidnapped, and who better to go and rescue her than an overweight plumber? Oddly enough, it's not Bowser who's responsible this time, it's a strange spaceman called Tatanga. This game isn't set in the Mushroom Kingdom like other Mario games, it takes place in Sarasaland. It's set in Mario Land where you must get through 12 levels. There are quite a few differences with this game than others. When you jump on a Koopa, the shells explode after a couple of seconds, so make sure you stay clear when you bounce off one. It may not be so bad if you have a mushroom power-up, but when you haven't, it's back to the start. Controlling Mario initially can be quite hard as getting used to how he runs and jumps feels fast, and can lead to some lives being lost due to some misjudgment and mistiming. Fatal errors can happen a lot, especially when trying to jump gaps while avoiding enemies. There are only a few power-ups to find on the way: the standard mushroom, the flower power, which doesn't really fire a fireball but a bouncing ball, or as it's known, the super ball. This will bounce off a surface, then off the screen. It's great for attacking enemies below or flying enemies. The star, this will make you invincible for a short time. A different tune will play when you're invincible and will stop when the power-up wears off. There's no one-up rewards for ploughing through multiple enemies while you're invincible. Also in various places you can find various one-ups. These are displayed as hearts instead of mushrooms, as having no colour you won't be able to tell the difference between green and red being on a monochrome screen. The usual coins are there to collect, and 100 coins will award you with an extra life. There is a time limit, but it's very unlikely you'll run out. But what is a game like to play? After getting used to the way Mario controls, it's not that bad at all. There'll be a few cheap deaths along the way. Because there's a lot of small platforms to get across, there's more risk of falling off. Moving platforms can be a pain, but if you wait and see where its start and end points are, you can time them right. Keeping the run button held down is a bad idea. This is a nasty habit of mine. Just going at a normal pace is probably your best option, as you won't misjudge something as often. All stages look very nice and the level design is basic yet fun to get through. Sadly there's not much going on in the background, but that doesn't affect it much. A couple of stages you'll be in a submarine or an airplane, where the stage becomes a side-scrolling shooter. These are a nice change in the game and I find more stress-free than other stages. There are a few secret areas to find as well. Secret or invisible platforms are dotted about to take you to some hidden goodies, or just avoid some tricky parts of a stage. When you come to the end of a stage, there are two doors to go through. One will be at the bottom, where you will finish the stage normally, and one at the top, which will take you to a bonus stage. Some of these require you to do some quick platform jumps, as the steps will fall away when you touch them. The bonus stage will have options of extra lives and power-ups. Pressing the button will stop the ladder and you'll receive the bonus item. Of course there are level bosses to overcome. There are 5 in total and they aren't too much bother to get past. I find if you have the flower power, a few shots will take them down. Other bosses you'll be using your fire power off your ship. These will take longer to defeat, but avoiding enemy fire isn't too hard. Tatanga has a lot of firepower to avoid, but it's all in one hit, which is easy to weave between. Keeping your eyes on what he fires instead of the ship is the best way to get past him. After defeating him, you'll finally get to rescue Daisy. Pointless really, as Mario ends up copping off with her cousin Princess Peach. This may be a short game, but it's still a good one. It may not look amazing these days, but when it came out, I couldn't put it down. That's until Mario Land 2 came out, and I'll save that one for another time. Ta-da.